What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Out here in the garage tonight, just trying to get some things situated, and brought this vehicle in so I can get it running and working for the winter time. I'm kind of taking a little break from working on the boat, so I just want to give you guys an update on the boat. And also, I know I mentioned about the other project which is sitting behind you guys on the camera. So right now the motor is back and we have it the motor installed and starting to get things plumbed up, hooked up and everything. So I'll give you guys a walk around on that, kind of explain where we're at, what's going on with the motor, and the upgrades that we have definitely have done with it during this off season and stuff to get ready for next season. So first of all, I just want to give a huge shout out to Blueprint Engines for getting this taken care of for me and getting the motor back and stuff. So it's been kind of a crazy 3 months, but I do really appreciate Blueprint getting this knocked out and getting it figured out and everything. And so in the process of them getting it fixed and working their magic with it, and with that I was improving things on my end for when this motor came back, that we have prevented this mishap and stuff to happen again, to prevent it from happening again. So with the new fuel pump, bigger fuel lines that we're going to, and also going to be going to race fuel when I decide to crank it up and all that. So there's a number of things that we've definitely changed. Again, like I said, bigger fuel pump, bigger fuel lines, better regulator, better fuel system, and the intercooler, different plugs, definitely put different plugs in it, definitely put colder plugs in it than what was in it. We had hotter plugs in it the last time, so we're going to drop that down, put colder plugs in it. So I have those in it now, so I just need to get them gapped. I just kind of got them sitting in there for right now, so there's nothing, no junk or dirt gets down in the cylinders and all that stuff. So, and I still got to put the oil and the filter and stuff on it, but right now that stuff's all covered so that nothing gets in the motor. So I'm trying to get the fuel system all wrapped up. I got the fuel regulator mounted, and just going to need to run the fuel lines from the regulator to the carburetors and stuff and all that. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at with the boat. The motor's back in it. I wanted to do a video. I tried to do a video to get the motor installed. It didn't turn out very well and stuff, so didn't get to show it like I wanted to. So, but the motor's in, it's safe, nothing got hurt. So, and we ended up using the lift, which is a lot better. I like it a lot better than using an engine hoist. I just used my 2-post lift to install it. Definitely a lot easier to do that. So I recommend to anybody, if you guys don't feel comfortable using the engine hoist, use the lift, the 2-post lift. If most of you don't have a 2-post lift, this worked great. So pretty happy, pretty stoked about using the lift to get the motor in and out. So so let me give you guys a walk around with the motor and the upgrades that we have done to it, and where we're at with the fuel system and what's still left. And then so yeah, it's going to be a while probably before there's going to be any more boat videos and stuff for the boat, because I got to get working on this one to get this done and out of here, and some other things are going on. So it's gonna probably be a while probably before I get back on the boat. So just right now give you guys an update on this and show you where we're at with it, and some of the other parts that we have that I still need to get done. So let me show this to you real quick. So this is the motor sitting in it. It's got the intercooler on it now. Got the water lines right into the intercooler. I still need to get the water lines to the intake on both sides. Still got to do the water going into the water pump right there, and still got to get the header water lines hooked up. Still got to plug everything all in. But there's the MagnaFuel 500 fuel pump. Has the fuel filter right there. Everything's online, and then as you can see, I got my return line running back to there to that T One's going to go off to the other tank, and then this one's going to come off over here. So I have the steel braided line coming around, going into this valve right here. And I have one on this other side over here. And then there's the other valve for the return line that goes up to this tank over here. And the reason why I did two valves for the return lines is that one tank is going to be for race fuel, the other tank is going to be for pump gas. So that way, when I decide to go do a high-speed pass across the lake or to race somebody, I can switch fuel tanks. I know most of you are probably wondering, why don't I just put a switch in there, or a solenoid switch, where if it gets up to a certain RPM or boost, it flips the tanks. Yeah, I could do that, and that's in the future for that to happen. But right now, I'm going to stick to this. So this way, I make sure that when I get ready, it's there, I have it, and this way I know it's done until I can get comfortable with it again and all that. So I still got, so that's just the valves for the return line. So right there, where that piece is right there, that is also a filter. So right in, probably the, right there in between that and the line on both sides, because both sides have it, I'm going to put another valve, because that is the fuel line coming from the tank on the passenger side, and the driver side has the same thing as well. So I'm going to put a valve, I'm going to put a shut-off valve there and one on the other side. So again, both sides will have shut-off valves, so that way I can switch the tanks when I'm ready to do some stuff. So that's pretty much where we're at for that right now. Still got to get those in, but so yeah, here's the water lines for the intercooler back here. This is my MagnaFuel regulator 2-port. I just got to cap this off or whatever, and then I still got to change this fitting right here to a -8, because that's going to go from there to right there. And then I got to do from here, from the fuel pump, which is right there, up to there for a fuel line. So that, so I got, so those are the two lines left there, and then I got to do the relay for this fuel pump, and then plumb it all up to the switch up front, so I can switch it on and off for the fuel pump, and then wire up the ignition system again, because I'm changing all that to changing that all up. So you change one thing, you got to change a lot of other things. So, and the other thing too that I'm going to do here, all right, sorry about that, I had to go inside and help out in there real quick. So, but yeah, so this is all the water lines for the intercooler. And then also here on the regulator, I got to put a switch in here to run up front, and I'll probably put it right where that toggle switch is, and that will be for a switch to activate a light, so that way when the fuel pressure drops a certain PSI that we set it up for, then it will illuminate that light, and then that way I can get out of the pass and all that, get out of making the pass or whatever I'm doing. If the fuel pressure drops, and I can get out of it and turn it off and see what's going on. So there's going to be a lot of safety things we're going to be doing with this to prevent a lot of things from happening again. So so yeah, that's where we're at for right now and all that. So that's the update with the motor and everything and the boat. Like I said, it's going to probably be a little bit before I get before we probably get back onto it for a little bit, because I got this vehicle here on the lift that I need to do some suspension work to, and fix a shifter in it. So this is the, oh, sorry about that. So that is the next vehicle I am kind of working with. Sorry about the lights, I got some lights out that I got to get fixed. So that's what I'm going to be working on here probably for the next few days or a few weeks. There's quite a bit that needs to be taken care of on it. This thing's been sitting for several months, so I gotta get back on that and get that fixed. And then once that's done, then I can get back on the boat and we can get on that project there. So quick little rundown on this. Most of you have kind of seen it in the background. This is my 1963 Chevy C10 that I'm working on. This motor here actually came out of that truck there. And that transmission also came out of that truck there. So that and this motor is going in here. So yep, it's got a 650 Holley carburetor on it, air filters. So nothing really too special with this. So we're going to be restoring this one, but yep. So this and this came out of this truck here. You guys have kind of seen this and stuff. We are doing some changes with this thing, so that will be on a later date for that. But this I will be showing and doing some things with this. This is going to be where I can drive it on the street and cruise it. Don't mind that tranny, I'm just using that for a mock-up. But yep, those rear wheels are actually off of this truck here. So as you can see, I just kind of have stuff thrown in here right now. So eventually we'll be doing some things with this. Probably what's going to be happening with this is we are going to LS swap it. I actually got a hold of a company that has the motor, transmission, all the stuff that we need to LS swap this. But this will probably be at a later date for that. So I just got the motor and the transmission out of it and going to be putting it in this. So we are going to be focusing on this one and all that, because I had this motor in this truck. Tried to do emissions on it with the carburetor, but that didn't go very well. So decided to go back to fuel injection on that one, but we're going to do an LS motor on it. So again, if you want to see that happen on that truck, stay tuned. I will try to do videos and stuff. I will be doing videos on sticking the LS motor in the transmission and that, and we should be able to get emissions done on it after that, going back to fuel injection instead of fighting with the carburetor set up there. So luckily enough for this one, since that is going to be registered as a classic vehicle here in Colorado, we don't have to have emissions on a classic vehicle. So that's going to be nice. But that red turd over there has to have emissions on it. So we're gonna get a new motor in it and get it to where it can pass emissions. So so stay tuned, like, subscribe, turn that bell notification on, and we'll go from there. So again, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. And we'll be doing more videos on the boat and all that. So I thought about doing a video on me working on this, but I don't know if you guys would really want to see me work on it, doing suspension work and all that stuff. So so that's pretty much about it. That's an update here on everything here in the garage. So again, please like, subscribe, turn that bell notification on, and we will see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Appreciate it.